Very excited and happy to show you 4 new themes of Scrapbooking Dazzles.
Right, 4 new themes, but 5 new packages.
How will we do that?
Yeah, well, we'll have to take a look. Come join us. We're super excited. So come and play with us with our new Scrapbooking Dazzles.
Well, we'll take a look at the packages and see how we got that mystery number.
Yeah, it's gold and silver, just to tip you off.
Yeah, so we've got summer, beach, great outdoors, and wedding and anniversary.
Right, and this is the one that we have it in both gold and silver.
Yeah.
And the reason for that being?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, if you had, you wanted to do an anniversary, a 25th silver or a 50th gold, or sometimes one or the other just looks better with the wedding photos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you're looking at anniversary as well, I mean, maybe it's not your 25th, maybe it's your 10th or your 11th or 12th. Again, you can match with the papers and match with the photos.
And your clothes.
And your
more
all
importantly.
of that too.
Well, let's get in tight and look at the summer dazzles. Now, I know that you know by now, this isn't meant to be a pop quiz, but there are 3 sheets inside the package.
Right. So there's that one sheet that's kind of hidden back in the back here, which you will discover when you open your package.
Extra treat. Got some images on the front and on the back. But on the back is really your overall survey, so you can see.
So hang on to these packaging sheets. I always keep mine together so that I always have the instructions, basic tips, and then of course project ideas that are printed onto the back of the package.
Also, it's really easy to see what all those images are.
You know, this comes in handy so much, perhaps much more than you might think, because you know, I'm always thinking, okay, do I have a small, you know, fun, or do I have a small popsicle, or whatever the images that I'm looking for. It's easier to find it this way than in the sea of black.
And you know, there's 135 stickers in this sheet.
Exactly.
I also love the hints on how to use the innies.
Yeah, me too.
So that's very nice. So
okay, should we jump right into some projects?
I think we should. This is summer.
Right. So let me bring in some scrapbook pages here. This is just a perfect way.
What a great photo. Absolutely great photo.
Super photograph. But you know what's wonderful about this, Paulette, is you've always got a large image or a large word, and here we've got the word summer.
Perfect.
Which is exactly perfect. Now, In the City has been computer journaled onto this piece.
Right.
But look what's going on the corners of her journaling.
Are the corners that are added into this one. I love the chalking on the inside.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Speaking of chalking, we have one of the ones right down here. And, you know, I really think everyone needs to go out and get an ice cream, take some photos, get ready for this set. Don't you think that's required?
I think that's a good idea. Should we go right now?
Pretty close, pretty close. This is using the dots and stripes, and this is one.
It's perfect.
It is just really perfect. Here
Look at this. This is so cool.
Isn't that
This is the border.
Great? Isn't that great?
This is fantastic. And I love how she's chalked all of these, and you could do the chalking exactly to match whatever paper patterns you chose.
Or several that you've chosen.
Right. So it could be chocolate and strawberry and vanilla.
So the chalking, I just love the sprinkles on the top, every few of them.
That's so cool.
And again, these are in strips. In fact, I'll bring this in. So that they are in the 6-inch strips and pulls off just that way.
You know, and what I love about these two, Paulette, with the Scrapbooking Dazzles, they are made of you can kind of see, it's a stiffer material.
It is.
Which means that if you happen to be like me and you put this down somewhere and then you realize, I want it moved over just a little bit, you can get it back up.
You can reposition
very easily.
And that 6-inch length allows you to handle it just a little bit easier. And I'm just going to perfectly pop that back down.
Okay, well, we've got another scrapbook page to look at.
Look at the sun first. This is a dazzle, and I just love the look of this. You can see where the chalking's been done heavily on the inside, lightly on the outside. What a great focal.
Actually, this is on to kind of a pink cardstock.
Oh, you're right.
So she's just done more chalking in the center.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great page. Now the companion page, of course, is going to be similar.
And I love having this border coming along the opposite side because this is going to balance out her layout. And then here's the fun in the sun. These are so nice and easy to align.
Yes.
And I'd mentioned before that you can pull them up and put them back down again if you happen to get them done imperfectly.
And you've checked that.
And I have checked this, tried it out for all of you. But they're very easy to apply.
Yes.
Really easy. And I think this is just such a cute accent onto a photograph.
Very fun. Just real well done.
Yeah.
Now another album page is using these fun images down here. So we've got bicycles that are also highlighted with paper in the back.
Right. So she's placed the bicycle sticker down onto the paper, onto the yellow paper, and just trimmed around the areas that she wanted to have yellow.
Those little bits. So we've got a pair of bicycles.
Yeah, fun.
And what is summer without a lemonade stand?
Exactly. And so she's done the same technique with putting some paper piecing basically behind this section of the stand, and then the lemons and of course the sign.
Now this lemon is a separate piece. So
right.
Just
been glued on there. Yeah.
Now up here she's just placed them directly down on the paper, and this is kind of a border accent for her journaling.
I love that.
Which is well done. And look at the kite.
Yeah, so again, 2 different colors of paper, and that's matching the lemonade stand down at the bottom.
And there's another sun right over here.
Very cool.
That's working well. Now, we also have a card.
Okay, because these can work for cards. Those of us who make cards will definitely appreciate this.
Well, and I think, you know, we do get sometimes a little tunnel vision. If it says it's scrapbooking, that's all I can use it for.
Oh, no,
and
no.
There's that corner treatment again,
I
but
love
left
that.
just right on the paper. Barbecue, picnic, the large images, great for barbecue. And then inside,
that is so
ants,
fun.
Watermelon, how fun. So
Very
it's
cool.
An invitation to a barbecue.
Yeah, okay, I'm coming.
Okay,
I love
now
barbecues.
You're going into Great Outdoors.
Great Outdoors.
So you're doing that instead of looking at the...
Well, you can bring that in.
Here we go. This is Great Outdoors. So you can see our theme is what's going on in the summertime. And this is in brown.
Right, and you know what, Paula, these are great not only for the outdoorsy people that we may know. I am not one of those outdoorsy people.
But my husband is.
But your husband is, and a lot of people I know. But also, these are great for masculine.
Yes.
Even if they're not necessarily typically outdoorsy kinds of people, because the trees and a lot of the accents in here are really nice for those who maybe enjoy being in the park or being outdoors, not necessarily out in the woods and wilderness.
So you don't have to go camping in order to use these?
I don't think so.
Okay. Here are the 3 sheets, 121 stickers in this one. So now let's take a look into the finished pages.
Well, here's one of our great outdoorsy guys. And Laura, I'm sure, has done this page. So she's, you know, you can tell it's great for Boy Scouts.
Yes.
Would be great for Girl Scouts as well, too.
Well, let's look at here, and I love the trees. I know I said this before.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah, but I just think that's very striking and very easy to work with, too.
And she's used a wilderness adventure as the accent along this tree.
Fun.
Let's look at some of the corners down here. I love these.
The corners are looking outdoorsy with those little pieces.
Like branches?
Yeah. Then we've also got some more words. So we've got hiking shoes, into the wild with an arrow, and sleeping under the stars. Very fun with all the little pieces to just, you know, reinvent. And then we've got a canteen over here.
This is so cute. And this is a great way to make the most use out of all of those gazillion stickers that you get in that pack.
Yes. And it's an easy way to do your journaling, too.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Here's another page.
Oh, this is great. And here we've got, if we can start down in the corner down here, we've got the tent, which has been put onto paper and then chalked inside here. And then we've got the 3 signs, which those of you who go into the Great Outdoors more often than I do will probably recognize
know what those
are. I know the picnicking.
Very good. You got that, huh?
About as far as I get.
These are people hiking.
Okay, that's not me.
We've got a squirrel silhouette and another.
Nice.
Again, it's nice to make that little vignette.
I think so, too.
And over here, we've got a wonderful page title. So, Camping, Great Outdoors.
I love that.
Isn't that pretty?
Even if you move up here to this tag that's tied around the photograph, this little pine cone on here is just a really nice kind of extra touch.
Yeah, I think so too. Now the companion page to this continues.
This is great.
Isn't that a great border? So little, it looks like 1 inch by 1 1/4 inch. Don't you like how the antlers are peeking up?
She's done some faux penwork stitching on here. So that's the penwork that's going around the outside edge.
You know what that is?
It's a cup.
It's coffee. It's coffee.
Well, I can find coffee just about anywhere.
Another squirrel and
the
s'mores. How fun.
Very important.
And then again, with the tag, like you commented on the other page, we've got it right there.
I love that.